All right, James. I think the big question for everybody is the weight, dude. How is it?
So I just left here. I'm underweight.
You're under.
Yeah.
The day before.
Yeah, it's as far as competing at 70 kilos, I'm big. That's my natural weight. I'm lifting. Last Olympic trials, or going into it before COVID, I was thinking about going 74. I was getting big. Within the span of whatever those couple months of COVID, and I went from wrestling 76 kilos against Sabalov to then doing flow cards and like making my descent like that. So naturally I was big and I had to cut a lot of muscle and I was already lean. And then trying to wrestle, this time it was like 2 years off of nothing, not really lifting. My body naturally got smaller. And then when I got back into it, instead of obviously lifting to get big, I was just trying to keep my pop, and it was just easier. And my guy right here, Tyler Weeder, our trainer, he's got me on a great plan. So I was underweight. Wake up tomorrow, or we'll go back, get a smoothie and some fruit and water, and wake up tomorrow, work out before weigh-ins just to feel good and make weight. That's my first match to scale. So.
Wow. So I gotta imagine it feels a lot better compared to
Oh
the
yeah.
last couple.
Oh yeah, and just with my hip, like I can't put into words. Only those people around me honestly know what I was going through and just how I felt, and I never realized how much everything was connected as far as just my hip. But I was like, everything would hurt. Since coming back, I don't know if I went out of a practice or went home like being sore, and that's crazy to think about. From being in college wrestling to senior circuit, this is the first time I can do 2 a days. I wrestle with the guys on the team. I do my own workouts. I don't go home sore. It's amazing feeling. Regardless of what happens tomorrow or whatever, I'm just happy that I feel good. I can wrestle. So
that's awesome to hear. When did you decide and start making your descent down to 65?
Well, so once I got cleared for my surgery, and then I started thinking about, I want to wrestle. I didn't plan on doing the Olympic trials. I'm like, hopefully they do the non-Olympic World Championships, which they announced. But within that time period, I didn't put any pressure on myself like, I got to get down, I got to get back, I got to get skinny to do the Olympic trials. I just got in. I got to Nebraska in September, and I think my first workout with Ridge, love it. I was coming back from U20s, and I was sick still. So then I worked out with him, and I remember throwing up, and I'm like, damn, am I sure I want to come back to wrestle? He made me work a little harder in my first workout, so I'm like, damn, this is going to be a tough transition. So yeah, let's take the time to get right. And then obviously, I'm not crazy outside of wrestling. I'm not drinking or partying like that. So live my life right, and I came back relatively quick. Whereas I put out a couple videos in the pool and stuff. I was struggling those couple months, and then finally got it back. And folk style wrestling's hard, so I didn't really like that. But once December, I think it was the Open, I did a couple just little descents to see how I felt going down. No particular weight, but just trying to be smaller and wrestle. And I had no hiccups with my hip, so I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's see. I wanted to go to the France tournament, but weather got messed up. And then I went to Istanbul, or not Istanbul, but Turkey, and wrestled there, and no hiccups. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Now the plan is 70 kg for these worlds, and then continuing after as well.
Yeah, we're gonna, if that's the plan. That'd be nice. I like to do this, and 70 kilos. I feel like 70 kilos is just that's where I want to be. That's the weight came out. It was the weight class I thrived at. I just feel like I didn't get to show my true self as far as with the injuries and stuff. So I feel like I owe it to myself to go out there and dominate that weight class. And then after that, it doesn't really matter.
This 65 kg field here this weekend,
yeah,
pretty deep. Some guys are in the same boat as you coming down. Some guys have been at that weight for a while, but just talk a little bit about the depth and the fact that you're going to have to win, three or four really tough matches to make this team.
Yeah, that's what it's about. I mean, there's 6 weights. Everybody wants to be the number 1 guy. And to do that, you got to beat some good guys. There's no way around it. Sometimes you play that game like, oh, I hope they put me on this side or that side. But you're not going to have to wrestle everybody. You're just going to have to wrestle one match at a time. And, anybody can be beat any day. So it's all about who can string them together. So that's what I'm looking forward to do. I know that I'm coming down and it's coming in here. I'm not the only person hurting, Everyone else is cutting weight just like me. Might be cutting a little bit more, not coming out. Who knows how they felt? These past couple years, nobody knew how I felt with my hip. So, yeah, to see some people having a hard time, it's just like, well, I know I'm doing a lot better than that. So that just gives me fuel going into tomorrow.
Good stuff. Is there anything else you want to add, thanks, shout out, whatever?
No, we got, 57 kilo, Liam Cronin, me, JB, Berger. I think Nebraska's number 2 with the most guys, but as far as alumni competing, so that's pretty cool. I'm thankful for Nike and Sunkist Kids, Art Martori's last year, and thankful for those guys. And yeah, I'm gonna have fun. So shout out to you guys as well. Thank you.
On that note, you and Jordan, training partners at Nebraska, what have you stayed in contact with him, or do you know how he's feeling going into this?
He was in Turkey with us. He's got 5 kids now, so we text, we send each other memes and stuff like that, but that's about it. So
you guys be watching each other?
Yeah, not really. I mean, like I said, yeah, we'll be. It'll be nice to get. My first world team was Vegas, and we wrestled at the same time, so that was pretty cool. That's one of my good memories. Him double legging somebody, then me walking back to the center, double legging somebody. So that's cool. Hopefully, we can get that going.